Hello guys! Today we're doing our first reaction.
Yeah.
It's called Choo Choo Charles Origin Story.
Cartoon animation by Game Tunes.
You can check their channel out. It's very easy to type.
Yeah.
And if you know what Choo Choo Charles is, he's like a spider monster train. This game has been very popular for the past few days or weeks.
It's been the game has been set out since for 1 month, so it's really not very much new.
Okay, let's start now. Okay.
This is Uranium Island, a secluded island once known for its lush greenery. Something straight out of a nightmare.
First of all, that is scary.
Yeah.
This ancient infernal beast now rules over this place. It's his kingdom, his hunting grounds. But believe it or not, Choo Choo Charles didn't always call this island home.
Okay.
You see, Choo Choo Charles wasn't always a monster.
So, his parents died or something?
Maybe.
Let's see.
One of his earliest memories was that of his parents' fatal car accident. Charles was the sole survivor. Guilt-ridden and completely alone, he had no idea how to make his way through this world.
Get out of here, kid. Yeah, this place is too dangerous for you.
Then what are you doing here?
We live here.
You live here? On the train?
Yep, we hop trains all across the country. No home, no strings. No taxes. Completely off the grid. But that's no life for a little guy like you, so scram.
Charles thought about what the punks had said. Living in a train car and riding across the country didn't sound half bad. After all, everything around him reminded him of his parents. It was unbearable. So he decided he would start a new life on the rails. For the most part, he loved that life. The adventure, the danger. He saw more of the world in a year than many people see in their entire life. It was terribly lonely. He had no one to share his adventures with. The spiders inside the train cars became his family.
Oh! Spiders and Choo Choo Charles is a spider. Makes sense. Maybe the spider went inside of him, like infected him with stuff, and that's probably how he had spider legs.
I don't know.
Yeah, let's continue.
And he became increasingly attached to them.
Looks like someone's sitting in our car, boys.
But I've been...
Bro, what accent is that?
Looks like someone's sitting in our car, boys.
Okay, let's continue.
living here for the last year. It's the only home I have.
I don't see how that's my problem.
Look, I don't want any trouble.
Listen here, pal. We can do this the easy way or the hard way. So if you'll excuse me, I think this car might be under new ownership.
Hey, get away from that kid or I'll tie you to the tracks myself and run you right over.
Jeez, old man, we were just kidding.
Now, I don't want to see any of your ugly mugs around here again. You hear me?
Let's get out of here. Trains are lame anyway.
So, he might be like a police officer, and those might be bad guys. Because that guy has a skull on his t-shirt.
Skull. That reminds me. Does Choo Choo Charles have a skull?
No, let's just continue.
So you're the kid who's been hopping my train. I've heard about you, but I've never seen you for myself.
Train?
What's a little guy like you doing on his own?
My parents died. I didn't know where else to go. I'm sorry. I won't bother you anymore.
You know, I sure could use an assistant.
An assistant?
Yeah, a conductor's assistant. Someone to help me out. Make sure the train runs nice and smooth.
Yeah, I'd love to.
And with that, Charles began a new life as an assistant conductor on the very train he hopped. Charles loved his new job. He loved seeing the world. He loved learning about the train. But most importantly, he wasn't alone anymore.
Wait.
That makes sense.
Wait! His eyes look evil.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, you know what would really help? Let everyone know we're coming. Pull that lever right there.
I don't think he's actually evil.
Whoa!
Maybe
There you
it's
go.
just the sun
That's my little
reflecting.
Choo Choo Charles.
Charles took to life with his new father figure
That's how he got his name.
Okay.
right away. He spent his entire childhood on that train as the conductor taught him everything he needed to know. After many years, the time came for a new conductor. Charles' adoptive father had grown old and tired. He knew it was time to pass on the hat, and he knew the perfect person for it. Despite everything, all the trauma and despair, it seemed as if Charles was going to be able to live a happy and fulfilling life. Then, a dark day came. He quickly learned that his conductor dreams were coming to an immediate end. The company he had been working for since he was little
I thought the spider was gonna bite him.
was going under. Charles and his train were put out of commission. He was inconsolable, desperate. Life on the train was all he ever knew. What could he do now?
This is Charles.
Hello, Charles. My name is Warren. Do you have a moment to talk?
Warren.
I have a proposition for you.
Warren Charles III was an up-and-coming titan of the mining industry. He was hatching a big plan.
Wait, if his last name is Charles or something, could that be his uncle?
Or could that be the... Or did he turn him into... Did he turn him into Choo Choo Charles, the monster train?
No, I think he was originally called that by that conductor.
Yeah.
To build an
Sorry, we won't interrupt again. So yeah,
Let's
you
keep
can watch
going.
now.
all-new rail system on the remote island of Uranium. Gold had been discovered on the island, and Warren wanted to take advantage of it before anyone else snuck in. The details were fuzzy, and the contract was shady, but Charles would do anything to reclaim his old life on the rails. But Charles made a somewhat surprising discovery. Someone had already tried to build a railway before they even got here. When he asked Warren about it, Warren claimed contract disputes, sudden illness, and the like as an excuse for the former project leads leaving. But Charles remained suspicious.
Where'd you get that from?
Scraps, believe it or not. Totally free. You see, our company prides itself on being cost-effective.
But if you cut corners on cost, the materials won't be as...
Oh, I'm sorry. Are you an accountant?
Well, no, but...
Then I'd keep my mouth shut and ride my little choo-choo train if I were you.
The big day came at last, the maiden voyage. But Charles had his worries. He knew that the poorly constructed railways Warren had commissioned could put everyone in danger. So, he decided to take on the risks himself.
Mr. Warren, I'd like to conduct the maiden voyage alone, if that's all right.
Sounds splendid. We'll save tons of money without any additional crew.
Choo choo.
It seemed as though Charles' suspicions were confirmed, but though the ride was unpleasant, nothing had gone wrong. Yet.
Oh my god.
Then how did he rebuild it? How did that
Wait,
happen?
if he fell down a hole that deep, he should have died, right? Let's keep watching.
I knew it. That Warren Charles is going to pay. No!
Charles crept through the mines in search of any way out. The mine twisted and turned, but no matter what tunnel he went down, he was searching in vain. There was no way out. He was terrified, but what he saw next was worse than he ever could have imagined.
I wonder
You
what it
see,
is.
Charles was not the first member of the Warren Charles Mining Company to operate a train here on Uranium Island. Far from it.
Hello? Yeah!
Charles was right. The cut corners doomed each train to fail and fall to its demise. Conductor after conductor got trapped in the mines and left for dead by Warren. Charles dug through the cars and took what little supplies he could find to survive, but he knew it wouldn't last him long. Hours passed, then a day, then another. Charles knew that he was stranded for good and that he wouldn't survive much longer. Then, as he took a path he hadn't gone down
eggs
before,
from the
he
game.
made another discovery. Charles snatched it up with glee, a potential food source. Charles ate whatever was inside that egg, which proved to be a terrible idea. The spider offspring within the egg entered Charles' body and took him over.
Spiders don't come out of eggs? I thought birds do and dinosaurs.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Making him its host. For its exoskeleton, the train provided a perfect layer of protection. And that resulted in the monster we know as Choo Choo Charles, determined to get revenge on the people who left him for dead. Unfortunately, Charles' strength was not enough for him to break free, so he decided he must wait. Years passed before Warren Charles Mining Company created a functional train system, and when they finally did, miners were sent down into the canyon to get to work.
Yeah! Whoa!
The miners celebrated, ready to take the riches that awaited them. But then they heard a mysterious noise.
Oh no.
Their greed set Choo Choo Charles free at last. Only one man made it out alive. He ran to the village and told everyone of the horrors he'd witnessed. Since that day, everyone on the island has lived in fear of Choo Choo Charles.
Okay, that was scary.
That was it. Okay, guys.
That was very scary, actually.
That was kind of scary, guys. Okay, so if you like this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.